Article 32 of Constitution India for the clarity. It has 4 sub-articles. The first one will read, the right to move to Supreme Court by appropriate proceedings for enforcement of the rights conferred by this part is guaranteed. So it is a guarantee that if the rights granted by Part 3 are violated, this particular article of Part 3 gives you guarantee to go to Supreme Court and get a remedy against the violation. 2 says that the Supreme Court can issue any order, direction or writ. I will come to writs later. And the Part 4 is important because it talks about suspension, that can this right be suspended. So it says the right guaranteed by this article shall not be suspended except otherwise provided for by this Constitution. So the right granted by Article 32 is guaranteed and it can't be suspended unless provided by this Constitution only. And where the suspension is provided for, it's provided in Article 359 of Constitution of India. There are queries. Let's assemble them. I will address them once the turn comes. Let's try to go through all the topics once. And once we are through the topics, Mr. Gupta, I will address these queries one by one. So Article 359 is an exception. So let's see what does Article 359 says. So I'm reading from Article 359. It says, where a proclamation of emergency is an operation, national emergency, Article 352, when President says during the war or armed rebellion, internal problem. In those two situations, earlier the situations were really wide. Then the emergency taught us lessons and amendments were made. So now war and internal rebellion, these are the 2 grounds on which national emergency can be declared by the President. And once this emergency is in operation, President may by order declare that the right to move any court for the enforcement of such rights, the rights conferred by Part 3, except Article 20 and 21 as may be mentioned in the order, and all proceedings pending in any court for the enforcement of the rights so mentioned shall remain suspended for the period during which the proclamation is in force or for such shorter period as may be specified in the order. So it's quite clear that during the emergency, enforcement of the fundamental rights can be suspended. Fundamental rights per se are not suspended, but their enforcement is suspended. So they lose their force. They lose their sanctity. But 2 rights can't be suspended. And what are those 2 rights? Article 20 and 21. So what's so special about them?